I
I
state your name.
state your name.
Yes, all right. Voice for the Upland business community.
Voice for the Upland business community. The number one chamber of the world. Hello.
Upland Chamber, together we're in this. We're here to help you mind your own business. Just ask. Here's Amy.
Welcome to the Just Ask Upland podcast, where we're here to get to know our member community. And let me tell you, the group that we have at our Upland Chamber of Commerce is amazing. Why? I know this to be true because we are the best chamber in the Inland Valley. And today I am super excited because we have one of the most dynamic members, Miss Laura Acosta with Foglesong Towing. Yay! Welcome, welcome. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you're here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on here. I'm excited.
Well, to get started, just share. Who are you and your business, and what do you do in the community you serve specifically?
Okay, well, just recently, yesterday, I turned 4 years with my business. So it's
Happy birthday.
Thank you. 4 years with Foglesong Towing. Of course, they've been in business for over 30 years. I acquired the business back in April of 2022. It's a towing and storage facility located off Mountain and Mission in Ontario. And we service all of the Inland Empire. We have contracts with the cities. And I just run the operations there.
Okay, so you said a lot.
I know.
First and foremost, male-dominated area, towing services and storage services.
Yeah,
You bought this 4 years ago.
yes.
Why?
Well, I come from, I don't look like the average tower. I know people are probably like, okay, then how did this happen?
You're the prettiest tower I've ever seen.
Yeah. People are like, oh, do you do something with your toes? And I'm like, no. Towing with like vehicles and your cars. So my grandfather back in 1978 started a towing company with one tow truck in East LA. And so he was an immigrant and had 3 sons. And out of the 3, 2 were really dedicated and working. And so took over the business some years later and expanded it to be one of the largest tow companies in Southern California. That's called Pepis Towing, and they're out of the LA and Inland Empire region. And so my dad had 4 girls. He didn't have any boys. So he kind of raised us like boys, I would say, in a sense. And I went to school and thought, I was going to go into the psychology field, and just started working with him after I graduated and just took a passion for the family business. And now that led to working with him for about 10 years. And then I acquired this business on my own. So yeah, that's how that came about.
That's psychology in an office to out and about being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Share a little bit about that, because that impacts the women in the community. They need to hear from a woman entrepreneur. Why did you decide to make that shift?
It was, my dad and I were different generations, obviously,
Right.
so that was something against us. And then a male and a woman, we have our different ways about doing business. And so this opportunity came, and, my dad and I spoke, and he said, I think if this is something that you really want to see yourself doing, this is a great opportunity just because of the size of it. And so he really believed in me at that point that, I think you're ready to do something like this. Although I was terrified and I was like, I don't think I can. And he's like, no, you can. So he kind of just fed me to the wolves, as they would say.
Right.
It's either sink or swim. So it was just like, you'll know if you can do it or not. And so, that's just how that came about.
You serve, though, so many different communities because of the various contracts that you
Yes,
hold.
yeah.
So share a little bit about that, because in my mind, when I heard towing company, when I first met you, I thought, oh, just the trucks driving around picking up cars. But no, there's so much more.
Yeah. And I think that's what I've learned from, the people around me, that my father, my uncle, his general manager, Lorenzo, they're very inspiring to me. And I use them as references and watch them grow the business. And so especially when I worked with them, I saw the way that they did things, and each of them had something different that they brought to the table. And it didn't just take towing. It wasn't just, okay, but what set us aside to be one of the biggest tow companies in the Inland Empire or the region? And so it wasn't just, okay, you have to have the equipment, you have to have good staff. Of course, that's the obvious. I think what I got from my dad was the PR skills of owning a business and being involved with the community. So being involved in chambers, like I'm involved heavily with Upland, even though I don't have a contract here yet.
Yet?
Yeah.
Is everybody listening?
Yeah, putting it out there, okay? Because it will happen. But being involved with chambers, with the community, and just giving back and showing that, hey, we're a small business. And I think that's what's so lucrative and important about small businesses that I think maybe government or, I don't know, policyholders forget that we are the backbone to our economy, not because of the financial aspect of what we drive in, but who we are and how we help each other and how we, collaborate with each other, and we build each other to help us out. And it's like a domino effect. So I think that is why I've learned to, learn that characteristic to move forward and to build a strong business. It's not just, hey, do your towing. No, it's be part of the community. Let people know who you are, why you do what you do, and do it at 100%. I've always been told, if you're going to do something, make sure you do it at 100%, if not more. So that's how that came about.
And what a way to walk in the room. Oh, by the way, just when you thought this was the male-dominated experience or area, boy, oh boy, here I am in my skirt, right?
Yeah, and heels.
And right. And so what do they say when they see you? What?
Yeah, I mean, now I think it's a little more acceptable, but there's not a lot of women in this industry.
Right.
So at first, it did good thing I went to school for psychology, because if not, I probably would have failed. But it was just learning, like, you can't take anything personal. You have to have faith in yourself. And, for me, it's God, and that, what's going to help you persevere in the darkest times, or when people doubt you, or there's, a lot of hearsay, a lot of negativity, because that's the reality of it. You just have to know yourself and know, hey, if I fall, get back up and just keep getting back up and push through. It doesn't matter what you say. You know who you are. You know what you bring to the table. What you do for the community.
Right.
And just, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just keep swimming. Like
Exactly. So how many people do you have on your team working for you?
I am small, so I have 7 people.
That's not small. That's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect, because then you can pick up the phone and call. And you have a very close-knit team.
Yes. Yeah, I'd like to treat them like family, but sometimes, that can be a little complicated. But I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do without my staff. So I let my staff know that I do appreciate them, and I wouldn't be where I am without them, or I wouldn't, even be here, because I'd have to be at the office. Like, I have a staff that they understand the values of the company and what, I want to help them out as much as they want to help out the company. So I think that's really important, instilling that mission and core values with your team.
24 hours?
24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year.
Tell me
rain or shine.
Oh, rain or shine.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the inside scoop, that pep talk, that conversation that you have with those 7 individuals. This is how we're going to do this the next 24 to 36 hours when Tell me what you say.
I just tell them, look, I want this company to be successful, not just for my profit, not just for me, but so that it can put back into the company for you guys as well. Like, I know you want to be driving better trucks. I know you have families to feed. You have things you want to do, and I want to help you achieve those goals, And so it's nice having a small group, because I get to really, get to know those people and ask them, what are your goals? Like, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? Or what are your interests? What are your hobbies? And knowing what they like to do is, then I use that as a motivator, because, hey, if we do better, if we do better and bring in more money, that means more of a raise, and you could do this,
Right.
So, it's always just a team effort on us. And, I strive myself that I'm responsible to make sure that this company is successful. It's always going to land on me, but I can't do it without the help of, their work ethic and what they bring to the table as well.
So on the road, all 24 hours a day, you've got how many trucks?
Anywhere from about 2 to 3. Yeah, one.
Flowing on a regular basis.
Yes.
And when I talk to you during the day, we're in Irvine. Sometimes you're everywhere.
Yeah.
You cover all of Southern California?
Yes, as far as you're willing to pay. But
Hey,
yeah,
it's true.
I
It's a
mean,
business.
we've gone up to Sacramento. As far as Sacramento,
Oh.
we've gone as far as south to San Diego. I just don't do anything out of state.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that that's absolutely perfect. One of the things we get to do at the Chamber is celebrate. We celebrate our members as much as we can. And you've heard me. I love celebrating you. Because why? The Upland Chamber of Commerce can say, we have Woman of the Year for the state of California. How awesome is that? She's part of our chamber. Tell me how, first of all, how did that come about? Tell me about the journey. And what was it like when you went to that event?
Yeah, so the chamber nominated me. I'm pretty sure it's Upland. I'm part of a lot of chambers, but yeah, Upland is very supportive. So that's why, to me, it's my favorite chamber. Don't tell the other people.
Did you hear that, everybody?
Okay, so other chambers got to step it up. But yeah, I didn't really know the severity of it until I went to the event and was like, oh, because I've never been nominated for something like that or even recognized in that way. So I was just like, what is this? And when I saw how many people go and the big deal that it is, a community event and outreach, I was just like, I was amazed. So yeah, I guess all that hard work is really paying off.
Absolutely. You received your award here or up in Sacramento?
Here.
Here.
Yes.
Where? In which city?
In Chino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I just gave a attaboy to another city.
Yeah.
You just happen to be down. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're still part of Upland. That's the main thing.
Yes.
So they presented you with this award, and a bunch of individuals came, and I'm sure there was a little girl in the audience, and she sat there and she watched you, and she said, one day I could do the same thing.
Yeah, of course.
Tell her, what words of wisdom would you give to her? What would you tell her she needs to do? Because she's thinking, well, I can wear a skirt and deal with trucks. I can be a business owner, and I can be on that stage receiving that beautiful award from the community.
Yeah. I guess I would say, never give up on yourself and stay true to yourself. And we're our own worst critics, right?
Right.
But we can also be our biggest motivators. So we all know what we're capable of. So I guess I would say, you know what you're capable of. Remind yourself of that every single day and just keep pushing that threshold more and more each day, each year. And you'll see by the time, I can't believe it's already been 4 years that I took over this business.
That's
and
amazing.
I've seen everything that I've accomplished thus far, and it only makes me want to go more.
Right.
So I would say just keep working hard. Even if you fall back and there's setbacks, I always say a minor setback is for a major comeback, and just keep persevering.
I've seen you work the room. I've seen you walk around. How do you get that energy to speak to anybody and everybody in the room and meet them?
Putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, because I was 8 years ago, I was a fly on the wall. I just would go to an event, just look around and leave. I was just so nervous and just timid to talk to anybody. But I was like, I have to do this. This is part of my business. This is an aspect that I have to straighten. And we all know what our weaks and strengths are. So like, it's either, you have like a muscle, you have to keep working on it for it to grow. So just putting myself in those positions, going to those events alone, walking up to people. And I would tell myself at an event, a new event, okay, you have to go up to someone you don't know new this time. If you know somebody, say hi to them. But if you haven't met somebody else and you see them alone, go up to them, engage, come, give them your business card, ask them what they're doing. And small little, goals that I would put myself at those events is what, led me to be more confident and say, hey, at the end of the day, we're just all people.
That's right.
We all have the same problems. We all have the same stress. And especially with entrepreneurs, we can relate so much of like, oh, our employees, laws, regulations,
Yes.
things like that. So that's what has helped me grow that confidence.
And then she's now thinking, wow, that sounds like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even go out to play after I've got all my homework done.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What do you tell yourself at the end of that very long day?
Step by step, goal by goal, task by task. It's just
Very good.
little improvements moving forward. You can't eat, cow in one bite. So it's just little sections that you just keep putting those goals on yourself.
Keep chipping away,
Yeah,
chipping away.
exactly. Okay, let's go.
Uh-oh. Right? That's a little scary. The real you. It's the end of the day, and you've got shifts covered. Everybody's in, working. Everything's flowing. You get to let loose. Tell me what that evening looks like.
I'm probably going to fly somewhere. I'm going to leave. I love to travel, so
Okay.
traveling has always been a big part of my life. In college, I studied abroad for 4 months, so I lived in another country. So
Beautiful.
it's just, I've never lost that bug. So, but if it's something just local here, spending time with my family, my nephews, I have 3 nephew boys, and they're like my world. So, spending time with them, concerts, exercising, just always being active. Just time
Baseball
is short.
games.
Baseball. Oh yes,
Yes.
go Dodgers! I'm a huge Dodger fan. So not just recently. I even love them when they suck. Okay. So I mean, I'm Mexican, so you're just like it's born in your DNA.
Especially if you're from LA,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have to be a Dodger fan. So that's all I knew. So, yeah. Dodger.
You just proved right now, born and raised in LA, East LA, like that song, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've
absolutely.
always Dodger games.
Dodger blue.
Yeah. Just now we have the Ontario Buzzers, so went to that game last night.
I was just going to ask, did you go?
Yeah. So that was really fun. It's like a
Good.
mini little LA.
Yes.
So I'm excited to be part of that community and go to those events.
Good for you. I think that's awesome. Okay. So favorite food?
Sushi.
Oh, okay. Favorite country?
Everywhere.
You just want to go. You just
Yeah.
want to be out. I mean,
Well, no, not everywhere. Right now, there's just parts where you probably don't
True.
want to go. Yeah.
okay. So in your travels, what was your favorite?
I would say Italy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So right after this, we're going for pasta.
Yeah. some
Right?
wine.
We're going
Yeah.
to eat well right after.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome. I
yeah.
just think it's amazing. Okay. What is your next goal?
To grow the business. So
Okay.
to get a second location, to get more trucks, to get heavier equipment. So right now we just focus on light duty. And for people that don't know what that means in
Please.
the towing, we just do regular vehicles.
Okay.
So like tractor trailers would be considered heavy duty.
And that's what you want?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the goal. But it's very expensive, but we can get there with time and just good financing. So
Let's put it out in the universe right here, right now. You
it's
heard
gonna
it,
happen.
everyone, you heard it right here on the Just Ask Upland podcast. We want a second location where? Let's put it out there.
Orange County.
Okay. Oh, Orange County. We're definitely expanding.
She's
that is
expanding.
amazing. Good
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
She is absolutely expanding. We're going the big, heavy equipment, heavy duty. Okay. And by when? What year is your goal?
In 5 years.
Within 5 years. Okay, so we have multiple individuals that need to be hearing this podcast because they need to be coming to your side to help you do just what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, that was work side. Tell me about your personal goals.
Travel more.
Yes,
I'm really into real estate.
I was waiting for you to say
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Yes,
we work
yes.
together. So building my real estate portfolio. I love, real estate and just like buying land and homes, flipping them, things like that. Hopefully get married. Yeah, within 5 years, that would be the goal. And just travel, spend time with my family, my friends, loved ones.
You know, one of the things that we talk about is to do business with someone, you have to know them, you have to like them, and you have to trust them.
Yes.
And I hope we're showing everyone all about who you are and why we need to be working together.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we talked about personal time, and now I'm going to share a little bit with the community. So it's funny how we bump into each other at local eateries.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite in Upland?
Barcuso's.
Woo,
Shout out
woo.
to Joey. Love Joey. We all love Joey.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the pizza and the adult beverages that we enjoy. Absolutely.
The adult apple juice.
Oh, tell me about that, because I've not had that. Oh yeah, the adult apple juice. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it looks like apple juice.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Okay, so the first time you went, you said, okay, this is going to be where I'm hanging out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I took my family. It was for a Dodger game for the World Series. And Joey's a big Dodger fan. So we, bonded over that. I think just the atmosphere, it feels like you're in your own backyard. So laxed. I feel so comfortable there. The staff is so amazing and professional. The food is amazing.
Right.
It's simple, but so amazing. And the drinks are good. And literally it's walking distance from my house. So you can't
It's a
beat
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
There's no partaking and then driving. You get to walk right home.
Yep.
that. Walk.
And that highlights the beauty of the way our community works together. We want to support each other.
Yeah.
We show up, and we want to make sure that, hey, what's going on in your establishment, what's going on in mine, and we participate or even invite, right? So how has that, because that's what the Upland Chamber is all about, how has that impacted your membership with us? And when you're out and about, how do you talk about our membership to others?
Yeah. That's why I say I'm not just saying it because I'm on the podcast, but what I truly love about Upland's, chamber, and I've been part of chambers. I did it with my dad for some time,
Right.
so I've experienced different cities. And just because we're small but mighty, I
Right.
would say, and I think that our connection. I've worked with you on loans. I've gone to Joey's business.
Right.
There's just numerous people that, hey, what kind of business do you have? I want to work with you. So in return, maybe later down the road, they'll want to work with me. And just building that personal, relationship has been very helpful.
How can the chamber community help you in your next venture? We know we've got a 5-year plan.
Yes.
We put it out to the community.
Yes, yeah.
What is the immediate need that you would ask of your chamber community?
I mean, anyone that needs service with towing, that's the most general. But I also do private property impounds, and that's for commercial businesses or locations, apartment complexes, any commercial units that just need a towing company to enforce their parking regulations. Those types of accounts are helpful for us. Or accounts that have a fleet of maybe 5 or more, for example, plumbing company, landscaping company, that they have, transportation units that are out on the road. And sometimes if they break down, they need a fast, reliable, professional tow company that they can rely on and call and say, hey, my guy's in Orange County. Can you bring him back to my mechanic here? And know that, hey, don't worry about the timing. We're going to get there as soon as possible. You can pay us in 15 days, 30 days, whatever
Right.
you'd like.
So you work with the other businesses.
Yeah.
You understand.
Yeah.
You feel the grind,
Yeah.
not just from your side, but theirs as well. You
Yeah.
get it.
Building that relationship. So that's what's really important.
That is amazing. And so I heard you say, oh yeah, parking enforcement. Huh. City officials, are you all listening, right? Let's put that
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty awesome. Okay, so someone comes and says, well, I'm thinking about joining the chamber. Did you like it? And was it too expensive? Because, we always hear that part. Oh, it's going to be too expensive. What would you say about that?
I always advocate for the chamber, but I also say it's what you put in. Because it's like a gym membership. You can pay for the membership, but you're not going to lose weight just because you paid for it. You know what I mean? So you have to put in the work. You have to show your part. You have to participate. I'm an ambassador now. And so I wish I could be more involved, and I will.
Right.
But, timing of, owning a business, it can get a little complicated. But it's what you put in. Showing up to the events, making connections, volunteering your time, and planting those seeds.
Always planting the seeds.
Yes.
Well, okay, let's plant the seed of them all. Where can people find you? How can they find you?
Yeah, so we're located in Ontario off a mountain in Mission. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We have a website, and I'll share all those handles.
So what's your www?
www.foglesongtow.com.
Perfect. Okay. Well, this has been absolutely wonderful. I'm so grateful for your time, and I'm so excited that I got to kick this episode off with Woman of the Year. Woo woo! Thank you so very much.
Upland Chamber.